Hello everyone, it's your boy Proph Rye here. I'm back with another video, another creative, epic content, people. And you know how it goes, man. You know I'm back. You know me, man. I've got video for days. I don't stop making videos, people. Right now it's like, what time is it? About 3 in the morning. Yeah, 3 in the morning still. And I'm active making videos, you know. And you know how it goes. Man's going to have to go and get some rest to jump on the grind in the morning, fam. You know how it goes. But this is how it goes sometime in life, like, you have to work hard, fam. Say that. You have to work hard. That's doing, whether you're doing your 9 to 5 or your craft. You get me? No matter how much you're working hard, you still have to take time out to work on your craft. You get me? And this is why man like me come out here and make the videos, fam. So people can watch these videos, learn from things in life and just check themselves before they wreck themselves. If you look out here in the roads, people are gone. People are missing, fam. You get me? The roads ain't the same like how it used to be. It's different now. It's corrupted everywhere. You get me? With that being said, I know a lot of people are thinking, rah, what's the topic today? Or should I say, what's the topic tonight? I know Proph Rye's made like about 100 videos tonight. I wish. This is my second one. I was stuck. I was laying there. I was thinking, fam. Like, I just had a big plate of food as well. I got niggeritis right now. That's why my eyes don't feel like I need to sleep. You get me? At the same time, man's got energy for days. Active, fam. Active. You get me? So like I said, I know a lot of people are thinking, what's the topic? We're going to get into it, man. The topic today is called people. People doing spells in their head. Yeah. I know people are going to be thinking, shit, Proph Rye, what are you doing? A lot of people are going to watch this and say, rah, this brother's exposing the game, man. You can't be doing this. Like, what kind of does he think he is? You can't be coming out here talking about this, looking like that. Shut up. I do this for the unspiritual people that need help. When they watch this video, they're gonna learn to protect themselves tonight. You get me? Because people need to understand how dangerous a lot of people are out here. There's people out here, people that will mess their life up just by saying words inside their heads. I keep telling people, there's a lot of people out here that are hearing voices, fam. There's a lot of people that's having normal conversations in their brain, bro. Don't be surprised if you see a man in the corner and he's laughing to himself and you think he's just laughing. He's probably laughing about how he mashed up someone's life today. You get me? A lot of these people are speaking to demons. I keep telling you, and you don't think I'm joking. A lot of people's demons, people are serving them. It's their gods. I'm just being honest, fam. Everything I say is the truth and nothing but the truth, Your Honor. You get what I'm trying to say, people? You have to watch out, especially when someone is silent. You get me? When someone is silent and they're just looking at you and analysing you. You know, I'm telling you, sometimes people say some crazy stuff in their head. You get me? That's why you can't even trust the Rastafarians and them too much, you know. You see me, you see before I used to think, oh yeah, the Rastafarians are idle, you know. You get me? The only thing idle is their stew. I keep telling you, look, this, you gotta be careful. You gotta be careful when you're talking to a Rasta. You get me? And you see the Rasta man out of nowhere, he's like, Sealer. Listen, you gotta be careful, fam. Because in that Rasta's head, he's probably said, yo, man, I like that brother there, yo. Start telling these demons, yo, one sacrifice him, man. Take him out, you know. Sealer. You get me? My man's had a full conversations with his head, and out of nowhere, he just opened his mouth and said, Sealer. I've witnessed it many times. Be careful of the Rastafarians, fam. They're dodgy, fam. I'm telling you, a lot of them are worshipping Haile Selassie. You got to remember that Haile Selassie was a bad guy. He was a really naughty man. So let me tell you something. You got to be careful of the Rastafarians. You get me? I'm going to give you guys another scenario now. People doing spells in their head. Now, let me tell you something, people. My mom nearly got me down. Listen, a lot of people don't know, they don't understand. I disappeared for 2 years. I left my family and I was on my own. I went on my own for almost 2 years. I was homeless twice. I was sleeping in the back of a van for 3 months, people. I was really out here learning to be a man by myself with no help from no one. Not only that, everyone cussed me out. They said I was mad, I was mentally ill. Everyone turned their backs on me. But at the end of the day, guess what? After 2 years, I came back. And I go to my mom's house almost every day, man. You get me? And it's so funny to know that, guess what? Everyone in the house is a bit spiritual inclined. And everyone is hiding it. Everyone's hiding it. You get me? But sometimes it's good that people should do only good and not bad. You get me? But like I said, people, when I left my mom's house the first month, and I was staying in a lady's house, a lady's sister's house, and my mum was doing bare stuff to me, people. And I was going through so much, and this was like the starting of my journey. I didn't know what was going on. I didn't know. Listen, people, I came back from the land of the dead. I died and resurrected into something. I turned into an animal. Now, when I go and sit with them people, the presence in there is so strong. Guess what? They all have to be so nice to me, man. And I love it. They all have to be so nice to me, and I love it. Whoever said I was crazy and mad, they're eating their words now. You get me? And now my mum and dad are defending me, and they're saying, people that saying you're mad and this and that. You get me? Now my mum is taking my side. It's not like she won't deny me in the end again. You get me? When the government come chasing after me and saying that, I'm talking all this hate crap, I shouldn't be talking about all of these things and so on and so on. Who gave you authority? What makes you? This is how they act and this is how they operate when they know that what someone is saying is powerful. You get me? So that's how it starts before they start thinking how they're going to plan to take me out. And then that's when your family's going to start running away because they'll be like, fuck no. You get me? But anyways, let me not even run off the course so I'll go too far from what we're speaking about here. We're talking about the fact that my mum, the month when she came back from Jamaica, and they sent me a big blow. I'm living a movie scene out here, people, with my family. You get me? They sent me a big blow, and we're not going to get into it anyways. You get me? But then again, one night I was chilling, and, it was like my first month away, and even though it was a situation where it's like, yeah, spiritual warfare with your family now, they're trying to kill you spiritually. And it was attacks after attacks after attacks, pain after pain after pain. And those are the stuff that I was going through, people. And it's like, one evening, it's like my mind ran on her. And this is what people do. When people are trying to control you, they do witchcraft on you. So you, when someone's name or someone just keeps on running on your mind, you got to be careful. Because that means that someone is doing witchcraft on you, and someone's also, that person could be masturbating over you. That's why you got to be careful when a man is running on a man's mind, fam. You get me? Because you have some men out there that are wanking over their friends. That's why I don't have no brethren, fam. Because you got some men out there that are wanking over their brethren, bro. They act like they love women and that, but they're into men. You get me? They wank over their friends and that. That's why I don't have no brethren, bro. I swear to you. Like, I'm on my lonelies every day. I don't want no friends. I don't need friends. I am my friend. God is my friend. Jesus Christ is my friend. You get me? But anyways, like I said, I'll keep coming off the topic. So my mind said, let me call my mom. And I've done a video call, people. Oh my God. Who told me to do that? That was the worstest mistake of my life. People, I call my mom on a WhatsApp call video, and yeah, she had the phone to her face, I had the phone to my face. And this is why I have to be careful, people, because just even you being on the phone to someone, this is why I don't do video calls. I keep telling you, I don't really do the video calls like that, bro. I tried to call, I had the last video calls I've had is with the kids and that. And even I haven't spoken to them in ages now, but I had a nice little video call chat with them. You get me? I do video call chat with kids, and even kids, some of them, you have to be careful, because even kids know how to chant in their head. You get me? A lot of these things have been happening to people from their kids. You get me? They've took on certain spirits, and certain spirits have been added upon to them since kids. You get me? So like I said, my mum had the phone there. I said, Mum, you're right. And it's been a month, and when you go on a lonely path and you don't really understand life and you don't understand it, and God will make you go through things, God will put you through things, even stuff like that. That was God showing me, listen, boy, You're not strong enough to face your mum yet. Stand down. You get me? And when I told you people, I was on the phone to my mum, I was having a normal conversation for like less than 2 minutes. And she's like, happy to hear your voice. And you get me? And then she's like, 1 second there, she went toilet. But I already know she went to go and get the crystal ball. You see, my mum watches these videos, yeah, she's going to be pissed. She's going to say my son, my best son, or whatever. All my brothers and that keep saying that I'm my mum's best son. You get me? But let me tell you something, man. Even everything that I've been through with my mum and what she's done to me, I still love her, man. I still love her to bits. I don't care what kind my mum is. I still love her to bits because that's mumsy right there. So I give her a blight and all of that. Her and God will talk about all of these things that she denies that she's done to me. But at the same time, I still chill with her every day and I still show love every single day. Simple as that. You have to love everyone still. No matter what people do to you in life, you still have to love them. And if I be evil and corrupt and do the same things that what they have done to me and doing to other people, what type of person does that make me? So you still love them. You still love people, even though they do wrong to you. You have to. You get me? And that's how life is with me. That's how I am. You get me? I forgive them so many times. If they attack me right now, I forgive them instantly. I say, God, I forgive them. And that was weak. That was a bit weak. That attack was weak. But I forgive them. I forgive them. You get me? But like I said, people, I know she went to go and get the crystal ball. And when she came back and she was looking into the camera, and she couldn't even hold the phone properly the way she was trembling. It's like she was on a time scale. You get me? And then all I saw was I'm laying down on my back and I'm talking to her. And then listen, I'm gonna show you what my mum done. I'm talking to her, people, and I'm looking into the camera, and then all I saw was this. I'm like, Mum, is something wrong with the volume? I can't hear you. And she's like, I'm here. And I saw this. And then guess what, people? I had a pain in my crown. I had a pain in the middle of my head in my crown. And that pain, yeah, that pain there, I'm going to make another video about it. I made one already, but they took it down. This is that what happened is called wiping of memory. And this is what they do. When you know too much about them, they wipe your memory. This is what being controlled is mostly about. Anytime someone is woke or way too woke and they start talking about certain things, that's why you see you don't hear the person talking about it no more. You don't even hear about them no more. A lot of them have literally, because of what happened and what they've done to them, it didn't even turn out well for them. And a lot of them are going through certain situations right now where they had to humble themselves. They don't like people coming out and speaking about certain things. You get me? Like I said, people, my mum hit me with that spell, bro. I told you she was doing this. And I was like, and she was like, Ryan. You get me? And then the phone was down and I was like, yeah, man, right. I was like, I'm just doing something quickly. And then I felt bare pain in my head, you know. I'm thinking, shit. I'm thinking she got me. How can I be at spiritual warfare my own mother, fam? I was like, shit, she got me. You get me? And I said, Mom, listen, I'm going to speak to you later, yeah? I said, Ryan? I said, speak to you later, Mom. I hanged up the phone fast. Listen, I had to go and rebuke that. I was dizzy. Listen, she hit me, people. She hit me in my crown hard. This is why it's good to know how to rebuke. When you serve the Lord Jesus Christ and you serve the real and true living God, you know how to rebuke. If you don't know how to rebuke things like that, let me tell you something, you can be killed. There's many times, people, I should have been woken up by now. You'll have heard I've died. And certain things that they have put in place on medical system and stuff like that, they would have said those are the things that killed me. You get me? That's why it's good that I come out and make videos like this so people understand what's going on in my life and what's going on in the world and how spirituality actually is. It's a dangerous thing. It's a dangerous thing. And the worst thing is like, sometimes you look back and you think like, you didn't ask to be involved in any of this. Like, you don't even want to partake in any of this. And the worst thing is, as a righteous man, you're not doing anything that's spiritual. You're just praying to God about what they're doing to you. And God knows everyone's hearts. So God knows God knows when you're being righteous and when you're a clean spirit and an unclean spirit. That's what I'm trying to say. People come against people. You can't come against people that actually trust in the Most High God, the true living God, and pray to the true living God. That's like trying to move. That's like trying to move a 30-stone rock. With your spine, no spine in the back. You get me? So like I said, people, I had to go and rebuke that shit, bro. And then me and my mum had a few arguments, a couple of days, and it was a lot of back and forward, back and forward, back and forward. And then it got to the point where I changed my number, and 2 years I disappeared. But let me tell you something, I'm back, and I came back, and everything is different. I don't know what God done to me, but everything is different. I'm like a Wolverine fan. I'm like a Wolverine fan. You get me? So, like I said, people, you have to understand, man. People are out here doing spells in their head. You get me? This is why I don't really like to talk up to people too much. And even when I do talk up to them, I let them talk. I like to listen. You listen carefully, people. You can listen carefully, people's spirits always fuck up. You get me? They always expose themselves, I'm telling you. Yeah, same thing with men and women, bro. A woman will come into contact with you, bro. And she'll like you. She'll like you. And don't think not. In her head, she's already busting 1-2 spells, fam, to grab you. And now you're thinking, why you keep looking at that woman over there? Why she's getting your attention so much? Why is she running in your mind? You never know her like that. You get me? There's a lot of things that women do to men that make men weak. And men are meant to be powerful. You get me? Well, I'm not knocking women, vice versa. Men are out there doing it a lot. I know a couple brothers that I grew up with, and they're out there. I didn't know a lot of men was even into those type of things there. You get me? So you have to ask yourself and know sometimes, even when you're in a relationship, and you know that this relationship ain't even right for me. Why can't I move? Why do I keep coming back? When I check, people don't like to lose people, you know. People don't like to lose people, fam. Even when a couple get caught out for cheating, and you guys part way, why do you think the beef becomes more intense? People don't want to lose people, and even when you guys are not together no more, people are still spying. Even the woman or the man is still spying to see how they're doing, what they're doing in their life. You get me? And they're wishing bad in their head. You'd be surprised to know how much time people that you have problems with are just thinking about you. Are literally just thinking about at home, chilling, thinking about you, laying on their sofa, laying in their bed, and literally having a conversation about you in their head, saying that I wish he dies. I just hate the boy. Let me tell you something. Sometimes some people don't stop talking. Listen, sometimes some people don't stop talking. And when I say some people don't stop talking, I'm not talking about physically talking. And I know a lot of people, when they watch this video, they're going to say, fuck right, this guy hit the nail on the head. Because let me tell you something, I've been talking to that unclean spirit for a long period of time now. You don't even stop talking yourself. You get me? I keep telling you guys, some people are hearing voices. Some people are having conversations all day long in their head, plotting and planning. You get me? Some people will grind all day, and at night time they're up playing around in the quantum realm. You get me? And then they wonder why throughout the day they're doing so much talking in their head, fam. You get me? Sometimes you're out there and you see people just staring at the floor, or they're staring into space, or they're staring into I'm standing in the lift with a bunch of people and they're just staring into the ceiling. You get me? Well, yeah, people, but like I said, man, this video, people, is all about people doing spells in their head. Hey, before I go, I watched an interesting video a couple of days ago. It was this guy, man. I forgot the video's called. His name was called James, though. His name was called James, and how he changed his life, how he was an ex-witch, and he was telling his story about how he changed his life and stuff, and it just shows you a lot of what I was just talking about people doing spells in the head. Because hear what now? James was born into the world as a righteous man, and he was restricted a lot by certain things, and he had a lot of knowledge, he had a lot of you know, what they've been doing for years, attacking people and trying to make people serve their cults so they can literally steal energy from them in multiple different ways and rituals. That includes even having sex with them. You get me? So anyways, I don't want to go too deep into the story. I just want to, you know what I mean? Just take out this little simple part and just end the video here. So he talks about the part where a girl came to rescue him because he was going to fly back to Europe to link the priest them that they was having sex with. You get me? Because they want to father him and give him the life or whatever. Fair enough, he was falling for it and so on and so on. And then he was literally saved and stopped by a lady, which was like a girl. Well, it was like a lady to me, you know what I mean? And he looked at the lady and she called him by his name, James. Turned around. No, he ignored it, sorry. And she said, James. He turned around and said, what? You can't be calling me James. People call me Master. He was having that conversation in his head. Then he goes to the point and fact where he said he turned around now and walked to the girl. And in his head, he said he was thinking, rah. He was thinking like, how am I going to mash this girl up? How am I going to turn her mad? So he said he called for all 800 of his legions. 800 of his legions, yeah? And then he said, how we're going to attack this girl now and make her mad. He was doing a spell in his head. This is why the eyes is the window to the soul. When you have an eye contact with somebody, it's a standoff. It's a standoff between a person that's got legions and another person that's got legions. But it's good to not have none. It's good to not have none. That man wins the game. You get me? That man wins the game. Worse like how you can rebuke. Dangerous. Dangerous fella. So anyways, he says, he calls all his defense. I'm talking about legions. You can't even see his defense, but they're around him. Those are his bodyguards. And the girl just looked at him and smiled. And that alone, he said, when you looked into her eyes, fire and light. Fire and light, people. You get me? Every spell that he was doing in his head was being rebuked. That's why they said the eyes are the window to the soul, just to stare at it alone. Now that girl sounded like amazing. She sounded amazing to me. You get me? Bless her. She sounded like she's well equipped and she knows what she's doing. You get me? Straight up. But like I said, what happened after that? My man's legions ran off. His legions ran off. He said even Lucifer ran off. He said even Lucifer ran off. He said at this point, this is when I knew I was defeated. So people, we need to understand more time. You bump into someone acting like they're bad and they're hard and that. It's not really them, fam. It's the legions that they got around them. You get me? You see, if you're carrying good energy, I'm telling you, you know how to rebuke. Speak. The spells and that they're forming in their head will not prosper. Because all their legions that they have guarding them and making them feel like they're big, bad and bold, it's going to run off. And when they run off, that's it. You're just an empty vessel. You've been tricked. This is why I just keep telling people, a lot of people are not their self, man. They're fake. You get me? And on that note, I'm going to leave this video here, people. Stay blessed, people, and stay prayed up. And just remember that people are doing spells in their head on a regular, throughout even a day. You get me? This is a spiritual warfare, people. Be careful. Proph Rye.